Hello fellow modelers and styling fanatics, welcome back to my channel. I hope that everyone is doing fine and enjoys the hobby. Concrete Banger is back with another one of its notorious episodes. On today's episode, we work in none other than part 5 of our body build Panzer Kpfw from border models in 1 to 35th scale and kit number BT-005. You may ask what have we done today, and I have great news for you guys. Today, me and Pastors, we have finally completed our main assembly of the vehicle, which means that on our next episode we're gonna slap some paint onto the vehicle. Anyway, without further ado, you guys know the drill. Grab a seat, make yourselves comfortable, crack the mandatory cold one, and let's see what me and Past George have ready for you today. Hey guys, welcome back to part 5. I'm gonna cut straight to chase because this was another busy week and I am closing the end and I have no footage as to be expected. Anyway, part 5, we are working on step number 30. This is none other than the commander's cupola. This thing is approximately 23 pieces if I remember correctly. Kit also provides some options for this one as well. One option which I find it interesting. Let me grab a piece and I'm gonna show you. So this is the vision block, if I can spin it to my hands. So as you can see, this is the vision block. You have the option to have it either open, like me, or closed. I opted for open because the vehicle I am depicting from the photo has open vision blocks. So open it is. I find that a cool feature, although I was informed that other big companies provide you that option. Anyway, it doesn't matter for me. I have never faced it again, so I find it a good feature, a cool feature. So apart that, there is no other option. There is no other additional option for the commander's cupola. So let me tell you what I have done off camera apart from cleaning the parts. As you can see, I have prepared 4 vision blocks over here. There is we need to make 5. Fifth one is over here in front, consists from these 3 parts, which I am towing for no reason in front of the camera. And apart the vision blocks, I have also attached these 3 tiny pieces, 1, 2, 3, on the commander's hats as well. These are the pieces that secure the hats to close position. They were too tiny. I didn't want to risk filming that, so I have done it off camera. Now let's start with the vision block and we see how it goes. First thing first, we need to grab it, of course. Make sure that we are in frame. There is a hole over here. We need to spin this part around and not lose it. I suppose that this part opens and closes the vision block. So we need to apply just a dab of glue over here. Need to be extra careful with our tweezers. Need to be careful. And add this one here as well. Like so. Just some tiny pushing over here, fine tuning. And then we need to attach some glue over here and install the actual glass. The actual glass. You know what I mean. This piece, which is none other than the magnifying lens or the lens for the vision block, has a groove over here which corresponds on this teeth over here. So we need to do this thing, and now this assembly is ready. So we're gonna leave this aside. I'm gonna let it cure for a moment, and what we need to do next is to grab our cupola and start inserting pieces, vision blocks over there. I know I am saying vision blocks a lot, but there is no other way. Now let me see how I'm gonna approach this. Okay, because I am on a hurry and I didn't test fitted parts first. So okay, press fitting. All right. I think that we are okay there. Let's secure it with some glue. I know, guys, that we need. I know that I need to test fit parts first, but I always tend to forget it or go bold. But believe me, when one assembly is kinda fiddly, I tend to test fit parts. And let's drop the other thing in place, the other block in place. Yep, like so. Not like this, okay. Let's do this again. Secure it. Now guys, I have to tell you that so far I'm really enjoying this build. It is nicely challenging, and I find it amazing that it has so much detail. I haven't built a detailed kit like this for a long time, and I kinda missed it. You know, missed the feeling of building a high parts count kit. Oh, come on. Doesn't want to stay, huh? Okay. Now you will. See, I told you, now you will. Have it. Let's grab the final now. The final, yep. The one that we've made on camera. So we have all 5 vision blocks in place, secured, and now we need to insert this part. So this is supposed to go, okay, so these rectangular pieces are supposed to go onto the gaps like so. Marvel of engineering. Let me see. Okay. Here we have a small issue. Okay, now we're good. And finally, now we have to attach this one. It is supposed. Okay, it has a knob over here. It has a groove over here. I don't know how much of this is visible. I mean, of the groove is visible. But you have to take my word, guys. And there we have it. And now we are supposed to put this in a closed position or in an open position. In my case, there is the open position because I want to position the commander on top of it, and that's our cupola assembly. Step 30 is complete, and now we're gonna move to step 31. Let me grab the instructions to show you a few stuff first. On step 31, we finally are starting with the turret itself. So onto the turret lid we need to remove 3 of these detailed parts, 3 on top and 4 on the rear of the turret. As you can see, there are small pieces, and we need to drill a hole. Let me do this off camera and I'm gonna be back. Step 31, guys, and let's decrease those random sub-assemblies sitting on my bench. So for step 31 we putting the majority the turret together, the big piece. You clearly understand what I'm trying to say here. So we need to grab our bridge assembly that we've made in the previous part of the video, part number 4. We need to grab also the commander's cupola that we made in the beginning of this video, 2 pieces of the turret, and these 2 parts of the hatches. I'm gonna start with these 2 parts first because of random reasons. So we need to drop them exactly in place. You know, we need to drop them in the respected position. And of course I'm gonna apply glue from the inner side. Same thing from the other side, as you can see. This is grooved in an angle, the exact same angle the part we have to drop in place has. God, this made no sense. But anyway, guys, you know what I mean. Or you can imagine what I mean. So these two are ready. I forgot to tell you that I have already removed 1, 2, 3 parts from over here, and the 4 parts, the 4 tiny protruding pieces from here in the back, and I have also drilled this hole. So, which glue I wanna use? Let's go with the extra thin. Now we're gonna put the turret together, but I wanna find a way not to make a mess. Like so, okay. Let's break the contactor. I want a stronger bond, that's why I'm using this glue. And let's close this cap because this thing is smelly. Okay. And I am going to run extra thing only over here in the edges. Now, pop the smelling thing again. The smelly thing again, sorry. The smelling. Lined up. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit silent because I need to make sure that I have the gun properly lined up. And there we have it. Now because I am going to need to hold several things in place, I'm gonna glue the commander's cupola quickly. As you can see, as you probably can see, if my mobile phone focuses, yep, it focused. It has a round protrusion over here that needs to go over here. So let's take care of that as well. so I can pause the video and hold the turret in place or clamp it. Okay. And there we have it. So guys, how can I let me rephrase it. Okay guys, we are going to incorporate two steps, 32 and 33, in one part of the video. But before we do that, let me grab the instructions because I have some corrections to show you. Let's move the camera. Whoop. And let's see. So on step 32, here it says for you to use part K17. There's no K17, so we go to F17. And over here, which it says DA8, there is no sprue labeled DA in this kit, so we need to find part from sprue G, which is G8. Apart from that, step 30, apart from those two mislabeled parts, step 32 is totally correct. And on step 33 we have one small mistake. Over here it says PE part, when in reality is part PE but P13. So I'm gonna leave this off because I'm definitely gonna knock it away. The photo-etched parts are gonna go near the end, and we're gonna incorporate, as I've said, step 32 and 33 in one video. Now that I've got this out of the way, let me tell you what I have done off camera, because the job is pretty repetitive over here. Off camera I have added the hook over here, the lifting hook, this one, this small detail piece which I'm gonna add on the other side, and this armor panel, I'm gonna call it, which I'm gonna add on the other side as well. So let's start from the easy. So let's start from a random piece. I'm gonna start from this one, which goes over here on top, which is none other than this cap. We need to be extra careful to line up the holes properly, and looks like I've got it straight from the get-go. And now we have two lifting hooks. One of them goes here and the other one goes here in the back. Let's start from the one that goes in front. I am really happy because those lifting hooks are sub-assemblies from part number 3 of our video series, and I'm knocking them. I'm getting them out of the way. At one moment in this build, I had so many sub-assemblies laying on my bench that I was worried I would never be able to have a whole tank, you know. Yeah, I was over dramatic there, I know. I tend to do that, just for fun. Okay, the other one goes over here. Okay, and now we have this part, which I think that it is the part that stops the the hatch from fully opening. I'm gonna call it the bump stop for the hatch. I'm sure you guys have a word for that in English that I'm not familiar with. They don't teach us this kind of progressive English in Greek schools. Hell, half of my English are products of movies and video games. And involvement with you guys as well. So we need to grab this armor part. As you can see, it has a notch over here, goes over here at this groove. I am calling it an armor panel, of course, because I don't know how to call it properly, and I don't know why I insist on grabbing it with my tweezers, since clearly I can do a better work with my fingers, but practice. Okay. So we need to attach this grab handle on this side, and I need to grab another grab handle for the other side, which I forgot to clean. Don't mind me, guys. Sorry about it. I tend to forget stuff on this build. Maybe I have early signs of dementia. Okay, let me grab the other set of tweezers. Gonna make this easier for me. Okay. So, apart the other missing grab handle over here, which I'm gonna, of course, attach off camera, we have completed both steps 32 and 33, and we move on to step 34. Step 34 has the sub-assembly of the turret basket, the turret bin, and the anti-aircraft machine gun, which is probably an MG34. So guys, we are all the way up to step 34, and as I've said, I'm gonna skip the X-assembly, which is the anti-aircraft machine gun, because I am afraid that I'm gonna knock it off, and I also wanna detail paint it separately from the vehicle. So we have to do the turret bin. Easy assembly. I have all the parts clean in front of me, and I'm gonna immediately start, because you have no time to spare. I almost told you that you have no time to mess, which makes no sense, but luckily I've saved it. Okay, over here at the turret bin, at the bottom we have this part, this holding bracket. It has two knobs, they go over here at the holes. If I can make it. Yep, there we have it. So the part where is which creates a step has to look onto the turret rear. So now we need to flip it over, and we start attaching parts on top. We start attaching the leads. So first one is over here. let me make sure that it is properly in place. Okay, and the second one goes over here. Drops in place exactly where it should. And this is our turret lid assembly. Let's see what the next step has for us. Oh, we've made it to the final stage, guys. Yeah, final page, sorry, final stage. So, next up we have to attach the turret basket, of course, the side armor brackets, and the turret hatches, loaders, and the loaders hatches. Onwards to step 35, guys. And over here we have to attach, as I've said, the turret hatches, the turret bin, and brackets for the side armor, the additional armor. Off camera I have attached the one of the hatches, because it is exactly the same as this one over here. I don't want to bore you. And now I am going to attach that one. So a simple advice: this part goes first, the part that is located to the rear of the turret. This turret door hatch, I'm gonna call it, part of the hatch. So goes like this, and now the other one. Now you're gonna ask me why I attached this one first. Because they overlap. This one goes on top, that's why. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. And there we have it, like a charm. Let's put some extra glue for good measure. And now let's move on to the turret basket. Turret basket. Oops, sorry, I knocked the camera. Turret basket has to insert over here in this hole, this one and that one. So I am going to apply my glue. Preemptively. Gonna grab my basket and line it up with the hole, and there we have it. And finally we need to attach the side armor brackets. Be careful, guys, don't mix these parts. They are labeled with different number. This one is A53 and this one is A54. So A54, as you look at the turret from this angle, is the right one, the one that goes to the right, not the right one, and it has to be attached over here and here, of course. So let's place our glue. Let's grab our tweezers and let's try to attach the part in place without making a mess. Boom! First try. Let's see if we are going to be as lucky as the first one over here. Oh, yep. Spot on. So step 35 is actually finished, and now we move on to step 36. Step 36 has the rest of the side armor brackets and another turret ring, not ring, sorry, hatch ring. You know, the outer hatch ring. You're gonna understand when I'm gonna be back. Step 36, guys, and this is the step that I am going to ask. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? We're gonna have a problem here. No, we're not gonna have a problem, but I wanna talk about a few stuff first. So, let me see how I can rephrase it, how I can describe that, explain it as best as I can. On this step we have to attach this ring. This ring will surround the commander's cupola. Around the commander's cupola you're gonna see those square indentations, like the one I am pointing right now with my tweezers. There is one over here, one over here, one over here, and the other one is over here. These square indentations correspond to these indentations onto the ring. So we need to go slowly, and we need to check that our ring is properly positioned in place. Of course, we are going to glue this thing in sections. And let me start from this section over here. We've got that thing in place. Sorry guys, it was quite tricky to get. Here is how it looks. As you can see, the part is really thin. It is made of really thin plastic, so it was quite difficult for me to get it in place in front of the camera. So now I am going to continue with the rest of the side armor brackets, and you have to be extra careful because each one is labeled with a different number. That's why I have them scattered around my workbench, because this is my way to distinguish which one is the one that I am looking for. Okay. It is not the best way, but this way works for me. So this is my advice for you guys. Find out ways that work for you. Okay, there is a right way to do stuff in general, but try to conform it in your style of working. Not everyone has to do the same. Not everyone has to. Not all of us have to do the same things. Exactly the same things, I should say. We need to conform techniques to our standards, to our ways of working. You know what? I hope that you get what I'm saying over here. What I'm trying to say, to be honest. So if you ask me, guys, there is no right or wrong way to do stuff. There is a way that suits you and the best. That's the only right way, if you ask me. Now let me see. Well, now this looks like a spider, and I think that we have a success. Now onto this step we have to attach the rear side armor of the turret, but so before I attach it, you see those protrusions over here. Those have to look downwards onto the whole area, okay? And these two over here, these two knobs have to correspond with these two holes on the turret bin. Now let me place it without making a mess. So this is the way it's supposed to go, but I'm not gonna attach it in front of the camera because this is another part that I need to glue in sections. Step 37, guys, and we are closing to the end of our main assembly. Now, before I start with step 37, here is the additional armor plate I attached on the previous step that I have told you that I'm gonna do off camera. And here is the parts of the rest parts of the side armor plates. So a border for another once again provides us with two options for this one: closed doors and open doors. Since the vehicle that I am trying to depict has closed doors, I'm gonna go with closed. Whatever you anyway, if anyone wants to depict these doors or hatches open, you can do that. Kit provides you with that option. So let me cut straight to the chase and start attaching the side armor plates. So simple as pie. Let me apply my glue. There is grooves on each armor plate, as you can see, and of course the grooves correspond with the brackets that we installed previously. There we have it. Mhm. Looks like I need to press this one back. I pressed it too far back. Okay. Looks like we have a small issue here. Let me attach the other side and we're gonna see what exactly is happening. Okay. Okay, we have the other side attached as well. So now we have to simply position those. Okay. Okay. We are doing something. Magic is happening here, guys. One side is done. Let's move to the other one. And let's hope for the best. Give me a second, guys. I think that I have put that upside down. Oh, come on. Okay. No, I think that we're okay. And now here we have some kind of an issue, which unfortunately I'm gonna have to fix off camera. And with all that said and done, guys, we have made it to the end of this episode. We have finally managed to complete our main assembly, and on our next episode we will probably start painting, start slapping some paint onto our Panzer. Anyway, I hope you guys found this video helpful and interesting, and stick along for the next one. Before I go, I wanna thank each and every one of you guys that watched this video. A special thank you to my old and new subscribers. You guys are the best, and you are the reason I keep doing these videos. For the newcomers out there, welcome, guys. I hope that you like what I do. If so, you all know what to do. Leave a like, comment with your thoughts and opinions, share the video if you believe that it deserves to be shared, or even consider subscribing for more builds to come your way. Until the next time, fellow modelers and friends, it was that Mofo Daemon, signing out.